Hello, I'm Robert, and you're welcome here in my busy little shop. On today's episode of What's on My Workbench, time to set up the shop. You've probably seen my video of packing it all in the trailer, and it pretty much all fit in the trailer. There's a couple things I had to put in the bed of the truck. They're already sitting out here and ready to go. But I'm going to get this all out and set up. And many of you have been around long enough, you've seen my summer shop before, but it's a big departure from the winter shop. The setting is totally different. Instead of in desert and cactus, we're in spruce and pine trees here in southwestern Colorado. So I'm going to get everything out and get it set up. I'll share a few thoughts along the way, but the main project today is to get this stuff out of the trailer and set up, partially because tomorrow morning I have to be at a show where I'm going to be setting up my stuff, so I've got to get everything out to get to my finished goods, which are in the nose of the trailer, and then get all my thoughts around that part of the operation here in the summer. I have a handful of shows that I know for sure that I'm doing. I've got one tomorrow, which is May 17th, and then I've got one Memorial Day weekend. The Memorial Day weekend is usually a 2-day show. And both of these are small events. Of course, I don't know how small this other one's going to be. The one tomorrow is at a winery, and they've got live music, and they've got some other artisans and food trucks and stuff. So it should be an interesting experience there. We've been to the winery before. On Friday nights, they have free music. And then, so then Memorial Day weekend is here in the local community, and there's about 12 local artists here. None of us really compete with each other as far as what our specialty is. And so I'm excited for that show there. This will be I'm trying to remember if it's my third summer or fourth summer. I guess probably third summer of setting up there and doing that show. And I've got a lot of repeat customers that come back and visit with me. Some they buy more, and some they just come by to visit, which I like to visit with people and see how, the belts, which is the main thing I sell, are working for them. So enough rambling on here. I appreciate you taking time to be with the shop. Let me get this stuff out. We'll get it set up, and I may have a couple thoughts in the process, but I'm sure I'll come up with a short topic at the other end. And I already took a peek. The stuff in here rode really well. I had it, I think, nicely packed. It's helpful if the trailer is full. There's less room for things to move and fall. So let me get this stuff out of here. Okay, it's only 50 in here, but I'm warming up. Well, that is all of my leather, other than a few smaller scraps. It's nice that it fits on the baker's rack for it. This one's a little bigger than the one I have in my other shop. This is, I think it's 24 inches wide and 48 inches long. And I think the other one's 18 inches wide. Hopefully, by the time we reach the other summer, half of this is gone. That may be a big ask, but we'll see. Well, that's everything. The majority of the totes really are a finished project. I've got 3 totes and some boxes here of tools, and I have to think about, you know, how I best utilize these 2 work surfaces. I've got the one over here on top of my regular workbench, and then I created this workbench over here. And with the door here, I have my best lighting is really like right here. And so I typically set this up as my tooling area, and I am doing a lot of the work here. This is a little bit lower too, so I usually do my strap end cutting and assembly over here. It just seems like the counter height works out better for the 2 of those. And if you're interested in what the working height here is, and you know, it's different for everybody, right? But I'm sitting here on top of that granite. It's about 40 inches, and over here we're at about 35 inches. So 5 inches different. And I didn't get around to it. I had every intention of going by a memorial park and seeing if they ever had damaged granite headstones or markers that you know, they need to get rid of, because I think that thicker granite would be really nice for a tooling area, and I could set it up on this lower bench, and then it would be, you know, similar to what this is. You get less bounce off of the more dense that work surface is. So I'm going to wrap up there. I'll take time, put this all together, and on one of my next videos, I'll do a little bit of a tour of the shop, but I mean, you've kind of really seen all of it. It's this corner of the garage. Got really nice lighting here, and we have different sounds here than we have in Arizona. If there's low-flying planes, we're definitely looking here in the forest to see what that is. But so I won't have those plane noises here over the summer. So I think that's it. If you've got any questions on how I have the shop set up, any of the work areas, any of the tools you saw or didn't see, you know, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. I do appreciate you taking time to be within the shop today. Please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, I do hope you have a great day.